showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing right away is Dart. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he would. That pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They bring Chase in motion. Dart's going to throw here on second down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. The ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, Dart. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big-time play out of the G-men. It's a gain of 34. Henry. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Backed up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20 and taken down the 21-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tony. 11.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Why Tony? Cut.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And you will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. Into space at the 45. And he'll be taken down. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, ready? At 18. What's that?
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. This pass, great side. Going to be caught by Addison.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7.
All right. At 18. What's that? South, south, south. Look the hot, look the hot. Hey.
Stroud going to set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. 18. What's up?
1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Buggy. Now, what's that? 18. What's that? Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, Uno. 11. 19 Texas.
Throwing is Stroud. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us at...
And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Giants 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Keanu Benton. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection is just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. It is a pickup of 18. And by a yard, they get the third down conversion.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll go again here with Henry. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That is Rasul Douglas who came in to bring him down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You've got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's that? 19 Texas.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds. He's going to mark him at the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. To throw is Stroud. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Look the hot, look the hot.
Now Stroud. That is caught by Washington. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will go all the way. Third down Washington. Touchdown Steelers. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Here's first and 10. Now Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they will get the first down here and move it to field goal range inside the 25.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Giants first down.
Dart gonna throw it again. incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
The 24-yard line.
To the air again goes Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Dart. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
6 yards.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Keeps the score.
Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps, and you add all that up, and that's the kick he gave.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the quick, right? Tony. Hey, Uno Mars. 11. Why, Tony? Get on.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
A run here with Johnson. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Look the hot. Hey, Uno.
Stroud to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A quick toss into the hands of Addison. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
All right. At 18. What's that? Buggy.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10.
Here we go. 118. 19 taxi. Hey, south.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He finds Metcalf on the slant. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They bring Chase in motion. On second down, Dart. And caught. Derrick Henry. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He's got it about the 8. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Now here's second and goal. Here's Dart. The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Randy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stroud. That's caught. Right side. It's Ryermuth. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Oh, ready? 18. Look at hot. Look at hot.
Throwing is Stroud. This one complete to Washington. And he can't get away. They rallied to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Buggy.
To throw, it's Stroud. Taken in by Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Algier where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Dart gonna throw it again. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down. To the air once more is Dart. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. Clock stopped with 1:50 left in the game. 2nd and 7.
Oh, right.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Oh, right.
Another run here with Johnson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
On the quick, right? 18.
Now a toss left side for Johnson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He was
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and 5.
All right. 18. What's that?
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory.